Hey there people, Too Tall here. So last video we put the bottom end in that 372, and I've spoke many times about what I plan on doing with that saw as far as this cylinder is concerned, but I'll go over it here once again before I actually start doing any grinding. So this is a used OEM cylinder, and this thing had massive amounts of aluminum transfer in it, but I was able to clean it out. It's far from perfect. There's a couple little blemishes in there. This thing had overheated massively. The top of the piston was, cooked, melted. I'm looking at the squish band here on this. It's pitted, but I don't think that's gonna really affect a whole lot. A couple little blemishes that are in it aren't significant enough to cause me concern. I've run worse. You can see there the pitting in that squish band. Anyway, so I'm not going to try to make this a hot build. I'm going to do what I know works. Done it on both those 359s, and I was really happy with the way they perform. I'm not going to manipulate the timing numbers. I will widen the exhaust, heavy texturing on the intake. I'll open up the transfers significantly. I'll grind the dickens out of those. Yep, so once again, will not touch the roof of the exhaust, and I will not touch the floor of the intake. And I got a brand new Meteor piston. So I think first things first here is we'll open this up. We'll get a weight on it. And I usually start with the piston first, not always, but this usually seems like a good place to start. There's a brand new shiny piston. Alright, let's get a weight on this bad boy. See if my scale's going to turn on. There we go. Alright, we're at 82. I don't know if I can position this such that you can see it. It's bouncing around because I'm holding it, but 82. So I'm gonna do with my notebook. $82 grams. All right. Now, as usual, I'm not trying to take a ton of meat out of this. I just take all the raised sharp edges, potential stress risers, and so forth, round corners. This being a non-windowed piston, there's not a ton of work to be done, and not a ton of opportunity to shave a whole lot of weight, though that's not really my goal, like I said. So anyway, so we shall commence with the grinding, and I'll just do a little bit here and then probably pause and come back and show you when I got more to show. So, thinking it's about time to change out to some sharper bits. That bit still feels pretty sharp. This one not so much. So I don't know how it's been wherever you might be, but here it's getting cold. Fall is definitely upon us. Winter is right around the corner. Actually got a little hail today, and then it opened up and rained like crazy. Y'all are probably wondering exactly where I am. I don't think I've ever actually stated that. I've had a couple of questions in the comments asking me, and I'm not very good about answering the comments, but I'm in Alaska on the Kenai Peninsula, south of Anchorage. So you can look on your map and find that. Anyway, so when we have not had much of a summer this year, it's been cold and rainy. Don't even know what summer is anymore. It's been a while since I've experienced one. All right, let's see if this bit does us a little bit better. And then I need to get my air blower. Figure out where I put it. All right. Alright, so you can see there that little bit I just did. So you can see that. Done a good job here pointing. That line right there. Took out that. All around these a little bit. I don't know that I'll do much up top there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to pause you guys when we come back. I'll probably have this all ground up. So, see you shortly. Alrighty, I got this piston all ground up. And I decided I'm not going to mess around with trying to grind on the roof of that thing. And I took, you know, my sanding wheel, went around all these edges. I hit all the edges. These edges here were really sharp, which I don't like. Same with there. So everything's been knocked down, smooth. So I don't reckon that we lost much weight because I didn't really move a bunch of material, but we'll see here. We took a gram out of it. Whoopee. 81 grams. Write that down. Alright. So now we'll get started on the cylinder here. I'll start by grab my pointer here. Start by knocking this down, knocking that down, and then getting in here and opening up those lower transfers. So I'm gonna switch out tooling again. Here we go. see this side versus that side. That ground out relatively fast. That's just roughed in. I might drop it a little bit lower. We'll see. Anyway. So once again, I'm going to pause you guys and I'll come back when I got more to show you. Alright, so we got one side done here. Let's see here. There you can compare the two sides. See, we opened those transfers up a fair piece, and you can see there the uppers, I tickled those uppers a little bit, widened them, and then I just did some crude texturing to the intake there. Yep. So that's that. And I think I'm gonna cut this video here. It's late and I'm tired. I may or may not putter with this a little bit more, but I definitely won't have it finished tonight. So I'll finish it on my own time and make a part 2 of this video and show you the rest of it, at which time we'll probably be putting that saw together. I had the bottom end of that on the bench the other day, was puttering around with it, got the chain brake components all figured out and put together. I had to mend a piece, do a little technical welding. There's a little pin that holds that cam, I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but the little cam lever piece of the chain brake. There's a little pin that's seated into the case, and that little tip had broken off, so I had to pop that out and weld I used a piece of TIG rod and tacked it on there, and it seems to work. So got that on there. What else? I think I put the oiler on. Trying to think of what else. Anyway, I got a few more components that I've got to round up for that. I got a bucket full of coils. I need to go through and find the appropriate coil for that saw. I should have one. I hope I have one. If I don't, well, I know where to get one. Anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling on. My brains are spaghetti right now. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this little bit of content. Watching me fiddle fart around with this. And you all take care now, wherever or whenever you might be. Bye.